Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They go play action now. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Jackson will throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with deep defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Murray now on first down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch the eye.
First down, Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help. At contract time, but that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check. 59. Try to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 52. 22, check, 22, check,
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions. And
now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here comes Cohen. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On 2nd and 12, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he finds a man with a crossing route. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Detroit.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Go to base. Check three. Check three. Get them all.
On second and 11 now. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He completes it to Boyd. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Easy work. It's easy work.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Chap shut.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Murray now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This is Miller, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Push him back.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go. We go to base.
From the 27, Jackson uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Completes it to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
It's a party now.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, This lead is very, very slim. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Running from the gun, Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 31, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. This first running back, McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. Gonna let one fly. And this will be caught at the 30. But he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Again, it's Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On play action, it's Murray. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 29, Jackson. It's caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. A good pickup there, a 22. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this throw caught left side. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They try again with Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
On the ready.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.